Since the landmark decision of Roe v. Wade in 1973, 50 million precious lives have been ended here in the U.S. Millions more mothers, fathers, grandparents, and siblings have been left with the emotional, spiritual, and sometimes physical brokenness and grief. Since that time, Florida has increased in number of abortions annually and is now reporting about 80,000 abortions per year, making us number 3 in the nation for number of abortions. Tampa, our home city, accounts for about 7,000 of those abortions, putting us at number 4 out of all of Florida for number of abortions. The trickle-down effect from devaluing human life has been insurmountable in the last few decades. From drugs and abuse to sex trafficking and depression, Tampa is climbing the charts. But this tragedy started long before our time. Let's look back to Roman times just after Jesus was on earth. When a baby was born, the father legally had a choice whether to keep the child or reject it. The unwanted newborns were taken to a certain wall just outside the city and left there to die. It was illegal for anyone to interfere with these babies, but some people, known as Christians, hid in catacombs and would sneak out at night and rescue these unwanted babies and raise them as their own. From the very beginning, those who follow Christ have stood together for life. Together with the saints through the ages, A Woman's Place has led the pro-life movement in Tampa Bay for the last 27 years with unprecedented effectiveness. Many unsung heroes around our city have stood boldly together for life, even when it has cost them dearly, volunteering their time, adopting orphans, rallying for pro-life legislation, and making financial sacrifices to keep the doors of the ministry open. Spearheading that movement was Pat Layton. Drawing from the pain of her own past abortion, she raised a banner of life in Tampa. In 1986, in the back of her insurance office, Pat started counseling those facing unplanned pregnancies. Just as in Roman times, other Christians rallied around her to build the ministry known today as Life Impact Network. Now, we as the church, as a people, stand on their shoulders as we carry the banner going forward. Against the flood of death and brokenness, we serve those in need, speaking the truth in love, not casting judgment on the woman facing an unplanned pregnancy, but surrounding her with love and encouraging her that the life inside of her is unique and valuable. Last year, over 600 women chose life over death through our pregnancy center. Over 100 made a commitment to Christ, and thousands went through post-abortion healing. You see, we are not only saving babies, we are saving mothers, fathers, siblings, and families. Together, we are the hands of Jesus to the helpless and the hurting.
Let us protect the unborn, even if it costs us dearly.
Let us love the hurting and give grace to the struggling.
Let us love our neighbor and be a voice for those who cannot speak for themselves.
And as a result,
together,
we will rebuild the walls of our city
and repair the fabric of our community.
As people come to know their Creator and the value of a life,
our culture will begin to change.
We won't need a law to tell us abortion is wrong.
We will become inherently pro-life because loving people and loving life,
every age,
every race,
and every stage,
is a natural response of knowing the Creator.
Let us not just be pro-life.
Let us be proactive.
Let us be the city on a hill for the rest of the nation to see.
Let us be a force against death and darkness.
Let us leave a legacy of light.
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 Let us leave a legacy of light.